Alright, so let's put the right things here. Okay, Triple B webinar. Okay, this webinar is all about Triple B, how is best to use it, and what from my point of view is best way to trade it. I will show you all the things, of course, today. I want to believe those of you already own it have questions, and that's actually the main reason for webinars. So you can put all the questions and I can answer them, so it all gets really clear. I will go and cover things step by step. Okay. Steen says that he cannot see my screen. Guys, can you see my screen? Yes, right? Steen, sorry, probably you. Probably something is frozen, sorry. Okay, so again, as I said, I want to cover everything. I go step by step. Please hold the questions. Okay, I will stop. I'll give you time for questions. I promise. I do nothing without without that. And that's all. The end of this webinar. I hope you understand it the best way, how to trade actually with Triple B, and the way I use that. Okay. Most important thing to say, and from the very beginning, it was fully tested by me, other traders I work with, and actually for the first time I challenged myself, and it was tested by full EA. The reason I don't rely on full EA, and those of you who know me that know that I don't think EA can be good enough replacement for human trading, manual trading, and especially not for long run. Okay? Because EAs can work definitely, and some of them really do well, but partial. Nothing is better than manual trading. But the challenge was clear. If I will put it all together and my EA will prove itself working well, then manual trading should be even easier, because the rules are really clear. So let's start. What's it all about? Okay, Triple B is all about Bollinger Bands, and the third B is whatever you you can imagine about bombard, buzzer. just go with your biggest imagination, right? It's all about Bollinger Bands. Now, why? Because from my point of view, trend trading could be used by any different indicators. Of course, could be used without indicators, simple pure price action like Elliott waves or resistances, support, or trend lines, whatever it is, right? Fibonacci's. But in terms of indicators, from my point of view, Bollinger Band is the best one, simply because it has ranges and it has slopes when we are trading, and normally the prices tend to be traded in between the range. So once it's riding one time frame trend, and on other time frames it's ranging, I have good opportunity to try and join the main trend from longer run, of course, from the longer time frame, sorry, on the lower time frame by getting out of the range. Okay, so this is exactly the idea. Here on this template, this is the basic template, right? And that's what you get actually. And this white window, as you probably already know, this is the daily chart. It also says here daily chart, right? And this one, the black one, is 1 hour chart. Now, the idea is combination, of course, just easy to watch and understand. Okay, not switching every time to daily or anything like that. How it looks like on both time frames. Okay, just for just a second. Okay, and the main idea, while we are above daily middle, daily 20 MA, and the slope is bullish, we are looking for opportunities to buy. Okay, and that's the main thing. Okay, so here is what's this pair? This dollar franc, and that's last 2 days actually, several signals we got on this area. Okay, it doesn't matter. I have it on all the pairs you can imagine, of course, and everything is running there. With some I have Bollinger, with some I don't. It doesn't really matter. It's everywhere the same. Steen, I don't know what to say because everyone else does see that. I don't know why you cannot see the screen. Sorry. There will be recording, so you will not miss anything. I'm sorry. I really don't know the reason. Sorry. Okay, so I back to this idea, and that's how I want to trade it. Now, before we continue, most important thing to say right now, because I saw already some people trying to do various things, okay, without reading my manual to the very end. The way I tested that, it was 1 day time frame plus 1 hour time frame trading. I did not complete my tests on 15-minute charts relying on the 4-hour trend. I did not complete yet my tests on weekly and 4-hour chart combinations. Yes, I'm on it. Yes, I plan to add it if it proves itself as well. So far, I didn't complete it. Okay, so all the tests I had so far, all daily plus 1-hour chart. It's very, very important to say that, because I already saw some trying the 15 minutes, 5 minutes, it could be successful. I don't say it's not. Okay, but I don't have enough proofs, statements, and tests from my own to say yes, it is. Okay, this is the most important thing, and trust me, it's more than enough, because in average there are several things per signals per day from different pairs. Okay, probably it wasn't running all time, team. I don't know. Maybe it's different broker, different setups. That's another thing. I'm on FX Pro. Okay, so okay, we understood the basics. We understood the time frame. What time frame is best to trade. Okay, now let's talk about how we trade it. So daily trend line, and we define it by the daily 20 MA. While we are above daily 20 MA, and the slope, you can see the slope of the 20 MA here, right, is bullish, we are looking for opportunities to go for a buy. If we are below the 20 MA on a daily chart and the slope is bearish, we are looking for opportunities to sell. Okay, in our case, we are looking for buys, and how we look for buys while 1-hour chart does, while daily chart does what I just said, and on 1-hour chart we are getting below the Bollinger Bands. While we get below the Bollinger Bands, we should get ready for opportunities to buy. We can go buy after a green candle, that's okay, but there are several conditions personally I prefer to do, and I will talk about them today, even though I already talked about them on the manual, about some of them at least. Okay, so if you did read it or want to reread it once again, please do. It will just help you. Okay, good. So that's the main thing. That's how we trade Triple B, and it could be used for 2 different time frames: short-term trading or swing trading. And I want to separate them. Okay, here on the filter window you can see expected profit short-term, expected profit long-term. Short-term means the opposite Bollinger Band on the 1-hour chart. So if we are from the bottom, the top will be my profit. Of course, it's moving. Of course, it's changing, because the Bollinger Bands can get tighter, for example, and which means my profits, which I could expect from the very beginning, will get smaller. That's a possibility. But sometimes it will just boom to the upside, move fast, move strong, take the profits, and all good. The other way is to take long-term trading, and long-term profits will be the daily opposite Bollinger Band. So if I'm buying, I'll be looking to take profits on the daily top Bollinger band. Okay, now both tested completely. Personally, I prefer the shorter. Why? Because much more opportunities. Risks are normally a bit lower. Also, the reward could be lower, of course, but much more opportunities. Stay more connected to the market, focused on every simple move, and that's pretty much all. Okay, but again, that's me, because I'm anyway trading. I'm anyway here, anyway on the charts, so that's how it looks like. Okay, that's about this idea. Now about filters. Okay, if you take a look on the filters, we have few of them. Okay? Each of them explained on the manual PDF, and each of them is based on different conditions. Guys, please wait with the questions a bit. Okay? It's jumping in my eyes in the chat. Few moments, I will stop, okay, and I'll give it time for questions. Okay, so please patience. Price within zone. That means while we get the green on or the red mark, like here, this is a buy zone or sell zone if it's from the top. Risk reward okay, which means I have a good risk reward, good enough according to my settings. And inside the EA also you can change it with the manual you got. You can play with the risk reward. Okay? Personally, I don't care to trade for profits less than potential risk, because I trade fixed slots. I'm not a percentage trader. I prefer the fixed slots. So for me, risking 50 pips or 60 pips or 30 pips and aiming to take 60, 30 or 40, it doesn't really matter, because I know on fixed slots I'll gain more on long run. Daily divergence confirmed means we have the daily divergence supporting us in a trend. That could be if we're looking to sell, then we're going for a sell. If we're looking to buy, we're going for we have a bullish divergence, okay, things like that. No opposite divergence, very important thing as well, of course. It means there is no signs we are going against higher time frame divergence. And current time frame divergence means, all right, this time frame also helps you with the divergence, so go have your trade. Good luck. That's pretty much what the market is trying to say. Okay, that's now I got questions about these filters, and should we take trades only when they all mark? No, really not. For me, there are better conditions, or actually not exactly better conditions, but more important things to follow on the chart, like with price action and patterns, than specific filters. I do love this one to be shown, no opposite divergence. The other ones, well, not so critical if you ask me. Okay, now about other conditions I'm going to talk, of course, and explain. Any questions so far? I have two here. Let me just answer them. I don't, Dave. I don't. I trade myself. I trade myself, so I don't really do anything automatic here. I don't just get it and understand yes or no. I mean or not. Okay. Road, as I said to Tim, probably different brokers maybe, or I'm not sure yet. Anyway, need to check it. Okay. Gino, let's see. Can I use investor style for? I don't know. Never tested it. I like this idea, but I don't know, Gino. Never thought about it actually deeply. Robert, is the package working like an expert? Okay, that's a good question. The time frame in the expert, the chart, you will put it on, right? It should be 1 hour chart, of course. You put the alerter here, the EA, right? And it gives you signals. If you switch time frames, it could affect everything, of course. Don't switch time frames. Don't play with that. If you need to look on higher time frames, anything like that, do what I do. Have your other chart, okay? Switch to that if you need to look on that on a very different ways. But your Triple B, let it be what it is. Keep this template. Don't play with that. Don't change it. No reason. Otherwise, it could affect the of course, all the ways, all the signals and all the past signals, whatever it is. Okay, it's very, very important, and put it on the templates you want on various pairs and let it go. Okay, you can see here I have a lot of them. Okay, let's another question. Road seems to right. If you close the MT4 and you reopen that, then it cannot read all the data as it was, and it's waiting for the next signal to read the data. Of course. Of course. Okay. That's a good question. How you know if there is a signal? A window opens itself. Okay, there's a new window jumping in this template, offering you a trade. If you click yes there, you get this trade opened according to the lot size you chose, of course. If you click no, and then you can of course open that by yourself, also reasonable. But a new window shows when it's an alert. Okay, Jan is saying what's the filter? What do you mean? Oh, because probably Jan, risk reward could be okay if you didn't change your filters. Inside the settings there are filters. Make it true, put your risk reward, that should be good. Okay. Okay, next question. Sound alert does not work when the trade windows pops up. Need to check that. I don't know. I get a window, so I know there is a signal. Need to check the site. The sound. Sorry. Chris, that's same one. Okay, I need to check it. I really don't know. Okay, let's say case. It's it's same. Who was that? Okay, this is same. Okay, I have 3.5 here. You got 3.6. It's same. We just changed the bit inside according to Bollinger Bands. It's nothing different. I use my test version, of course. So don't worry about the numbers. Exactly the same. The next question. That's Jancy. That's what I do actually. I try to explain exactly how it looks. Okay. What's the idea about it? Okay, but follow me on next as well. Delta. Already answered that. John, that's a good question. Any specific hours I would skip a trade? Not really. Not really. I personally don't trade the action session because I sleep. But you know, I always wake up and I analyze the market and everything. I see what was done there. The volatility is a bit lower normally, but no, not really. Maybe the action session even better because the range are smaller and a bit safer. Okay, maybe so. Yes, that's the thing, Tim, and that's also what I wanted to talk about. Guys, please pay attention. Okay, we did find some bug right now. Okay, so something that I didn't face, for example, but I do face it right now. No idea why, but that's reality. Pay attention for this signal right now. Okay, I see here. See that? The main idea to get buy signal is when on the 1 hour chart we get below the Bollinger Bands first of all. Then we're looking for a buy opportunity. Sometimes it happens, and you might, I don't claim you will, but you might face it as well, that sometimes it will happen something like that. That you will get a signal, but you will not see prices crossing the Bollinger Bands at the bottom first of all. Why it happens? No idea. I tested that and checking it still with my technical, the one that coded that. We will find a solution. It should not happen, and it will not happen. The next version, once we'll find a solution, it will not happen. But please pay attention, because if it happens, okay, and you get something like that, ignore it. We have to cross the bottom of the Bollinger Bands first of all on the 1 hour chart. Okay, very, very, very important. Same, of course, from the cells. Tim, thank you for noting this. I have it on also on my topics. So talked about it a bit earlier than I wanted, but yes, guys, please attention, your attention for that. Okay, I know it might be confused, but on the next few updates you will get, and of course you will get, because there are still several things I'm testing. Like I said, weekly and 4 hour chart combination. I love it. I really love it, but I need to complete my tests. It takes some time. Okay, and of course you get your updates once they complete, and this will be fixed as well. You have my word about that. No worries. Okay, let's move on. Okay, alerts by email. Unfortunately, it's we have problem with that. Why? MetaTrader updated their version several times lately, and it has a lot of problems sending emails, especially if it's out of Gmail or something like that. So we don't do that, but we are very likely to complete the thing that will allow you to have your Triple B on computer, and then you can open your NT4 on your phone, and you can still get the alerts there. Okay, so it's on development as well. Once it's ready, you will know. Okay, no emails, but there will be a way you can get signals to the phone as well. Your MT4 there, of course. There are some other things I have in my mind. Too early to talk about, but I'm thinking about the easiest way for everyone to stay connected to that. Okay. Again, there will be change. There will be more developments to the good side, of course. Just stay tuned, guys. Okay, just stay tuned. I promise to think only on the best solutions for everyone. You have my word about that. Alright, that's a good question, Satya. That's another topic I have on my list. And guys, another attention of you, please. You see that? There are several candles going below the Bollinger Band. Each of these could be a possible buy. Don't overbuy on the same zone. If you have one buy, don't buy on the next candle as well, the same pair. Okay? So that's very, very, very important. Don't overtrade any specific pair or any specific currency or something like that. Very, very important. That's a very good question. Very good note, and please pay attention to that. Okay? Because like the default looks like, all right, I have a good trade there. I have one more trade. Why not to take it? Okay, so patience. One is more than enough. Okay, that's very, very important. All right. Thank you, Satya, for this. Bauk. Hold on. Gold. Yes, I know, but I know it looks like a column, right? I know. I didn't find a solution for that. There are some charts that sometimes when the distance is too big, it affects the entire chart. I know. Sometimes this white window looks like that. Sorry, I didn't find anything about it yet. I hope I will. Okay. Let's continue. Next question. Where we are? Robert, what content? You get manual PDFs. Okay. You get the installer, of course, which is EA template, all the indicators inside. That's all. And of course, it's just it's automatic installation. So nothing. Just follow the PDF. That's pretty much all. All right, let's move on, guys. Okay, Danny, I don't use anything else. I mean, I do for my trading, but in terms of Triple B, no. And that's why I wanted to keep it very, very simple. Very, very simple. The simplest I could. Just stick to that. Because on different things, I always love to test different ways, but okay. Yes, the idea here. Okay, let's move on, guys. You will understand more about this trading. Okay, let's move on, guys. I will answer the about it, the other questions on the next topics. Okay, because otherwise we will not move on, and I want you to understand it completely. So The question is, how is the best to trade it? And here, that's exactly what I want to show you here. Again, you can read the manual PDF, but I want to show you something here that could make it much clearer. Okay, I prefer personally entry, and I got some question about that, but I prefer to trade when I got double moves. Those of you who know me know how much I love cycles. Okay, of course cycles not always perfect, but for me cycle starts to be great when double move happen. Double move happens when you get something like that. And take a look. This was, let's change the color of the line so you can see it better a bit. Let's make it yellow. Okay, this is when you got double wave, when the two moves are almost equal, and then you get your signal. Like I sent you email today earlier, I think, or yesterday, I don't really remember, with two examples. This was one of them. Okay, dollar Canadian buy opportunity that we got right here. It started to pop up here, but personally I'm looking exactly for such situations when I got two waves completing their move, and they better to be clear. If they're zigzagging like here, it's not clear. I avoid it. These two will be clear, no doubts about that. And when they do, this is your best buy opportunity. And if you get your buy there, you get your alert, go for it. The chances are much bigger here than anywhere else. Much bigger. This is my personal favorite condition. That's why I said before, not only the filters should be the ones that will tell you yes or no, buy or no. Also other things. And this is the main thing I have. Okay, so is that clear? This point is clear? Now I know some can see that easier, some can see that more difficult, but go with the clear waves. Like this was also good trade. It was Aussie dollar. I think it was 2 days ago. And again, it all came after double move. That's where I want to be involved. Of course, don't go for sells when your sell zone is huge, but these are conditions, and you get at least several of them per week. At least several on different pairs, of course. So wait for the best ones. I think it's only for good. Only for good, and of course your chances get much bigger. Herbert, thank you for the good words. As I said, I cannot do that by email, but I will talk about it also later. Okay. Now, what about the stop loss? Now look, this is where it gets a bit tricky. Now, in reality, for myself, I don't use it. I'm waiting for the end of the day, in the worst case, if I need to get out of the trade or give it a chance. But if you're not like me, and that's completely okay, don't feel like you have to do it exactly like I do in terms of stop losses. That's not the idea. If you do feel like you have to do a stop loss, now look, this zone, the sell zone you get, okay, the top of it means this is the daily 20 MA zone. Right here, daily 20 MA meets, right on the top of it. Okay, so don't put it like one pip before. Go and scroll back the chart, and where you find the last important high, in our case this is the one, protect it. Okay, so last important high that you get before this 20 MA daily chart. Okay, so again, here we got our daily 20 MA, but this is the last important resistance. So protect yourself there, because such spikes could be very annoying, and they happen on the short-term trading, like 1 hour chart. They happen, and really, I don't know, maybe you have a bit different emotions, but every time I got caught by 2-3 points, 5 points, and then I see the charts going in my direction, it's really annoying. I don't claim it always happens. Sometimes it will just continue, and at the end of the day, okay, I have to close the trade. but most of the times this is just empty spikes, especially if it comes after such great conditions like duplications. So pay attention to that. Okay, now avoid such things. You see that? This is huge risk. Avoid it. Even though, yes, most of chances it will work, avoid it. It really doesn't work. There will be a lot of another opportunities to enjoy from with much better and much smaller risk and potential reward than this. Avoid that. When it's too big, just avoid, despite of all the tempting emotions you might feel. Okay, simply avoid it. That's not the idea of Triple B. Okay, that's still joining a trend, but joining a trend should be reasonable. Okay, when you should risk 400 possible points on daily chart, why? Really, why? No logic, right? So this is about the risk, and about the profits you already know. Now, one more important thing, as I said, the double wave, that's the best one I know. Now, double wave can be also, and pay attention to that, not only like by waves, but also sometimes by Bollinger Band. Those of you who follow me for a long run know exactly what I'm talking about. Bollinger Band duplication. Take a look. Since the moment the Bollinger Bands make a break, okay, like here, since this very break point till the very top of it, duplicate the move since the break area, right here. When Bollinger Bands duplicate itself, that's another great way to say we are now on double wave move, and the signals you will get after that should be really good. Jose, yes, I'm recording everything. Everything is recorded. Okay, guys, is that clear? Bollinger Bands, when it's go for a break, look when the break happened. In this case, it happened here, right? Measure it from the break till the top of the Bollingers, duplicate it to the downside, and here you go. You got double wave in terms of Bollingers, which is also very good. All right, pay attention for that. Really, really important thing. It helps. It helps a lot. Okay, let's move on now. About over trading, I already talked about. Now, like if you get several signals on the same zone, because every time we get a spike to the downside, it should give you a signal. Don't over trade the same currency. Okay, very, very important. Now, another thing is don't overexpose to same currency. Okay, very common mistake is like, all right, if I have dollar franc buy, I have euro dollar sell, I have pound dollar sell, I have dollar CAD buy, I have New Zealand dollar sell. Okay, if I have all that together, they all about the dollar, right? They all relate to the dollar. Why to overexpose to same currency? I see personally no logic. Two pairs reasonable. More, why? Okay? If you still want to be involved everywhere, up to you. But what I would suggest then, just split the risk. So let's say you would like enter with 1% risk each of the trade. If you want to make it more, 0.5%. You want more, 0.25%. By that you will be involved more. For me, it's bit more difficult to manage, but okay, everyone is a bit different. But this is the idea. Don't overexpose yourself to same currency. And another very important thing, very, very, very important thing, is news. Okay, news. I know how it's tempting to be there, and I know how seducing it is. I'm not talking about small news during the day that we always face, but the most important ones: speeches, important meetings, Federal Reserve, rates, GDP, trade balances, things like that that really affect and make sometimes serious moves. Just ignore it. Why? Wait for the next opportunity, and that's all. Sometimes Things like that happen. Take a look. Okay, that's things like that happen. That's V patterns full of zigzags. Why to force and look for, just to be there? Okay, don't. Let it calm down. There will be other pairs to deal with, and it's much better. Okay, very, very important. And I know, trust me, I know when news are moving, it's very seducing to jump in. But again, in manual trading, it's all about wait for your best opportunity. From my point of view, trade 3 good trades are better than trade 9 just to be involved. If you see a good setup, I don't say don't trade. There will be weeks with a lot of good setups. That's okay. But if there are setups like you start to wonder, yes, no, what should I do? Just ignore it. It really does not work. Rod, you asked about, let's take a look, pound yen. Okay, we are on the top. Here you should get your buys. As I switched right now, I probably didn't. If your chart was on, you should get your buys right here. Okay, right now you're on buy, so you should not look, you should not get any sell or something like that. So ignore it. That's what I said at the very beginning. There is some bug that I'm still looking to fix it. I don't know why it happens. Really, I still didn't find the solution for that. I will. Like here, you see my dollar franc? Same story. It gives me buy, but I didn't get across to the bottom. That's why it's very, very important, first of all, to understand the logic. In logic, you want to buy on 1 hour chart, you must get the prices below. If you don't, please ignore it. I will fix it for sure, and on the next version it will not happen. If it does, until now, just ignore it. Okay, the basic understanding. That's why I also hold it right now. I want you to understand what we're looking for. If it happens, just ignore. It shouldn't happen often, but if it does, just ignore. Okay. As for now, on the next version, of course, we will solve everything of that. Okay. All right. Let's see if I have more. Marty, yes, 20 candles ride works amazing with that, but I don't want to talk about much more of that because I guess at least half don't know what's 20 candles ride on Bollinger Bands. Those of you who know it, it works perfect with that. Okay, those of you who don't, you really don't need to know it in order to trade Triple B. Triple B was all about making it as simple with its own conditions, nothing from a side. Okay, so let's summarize a bit, guys. Okay, before I continue with questions. Buy trends. We want daily. We want to be above daily 20 MA. We want the slope to be bullish on a daily 20 MA, and on a 1 hour chart, we want the price to get below the Bollinger Bands and get inside. We're looking to buy. Sell, exactly the opposite. The best way to buy, as I explained, is after double waves. Why? Because that's how cycles normally go, especially in Forex. Okay, double waves could be waves on chart, like I showed you here or here. Okay, and double waves could be also like on Bollinger Bands breaks. Both reasonable, both correct, both good enough to rely on. Keep the trades with a small risk. The big ones like this should be ignored. Even though it might look like too good to miss, right? It's better to be ignored. Okay? We don't over trading one specific pair, and we don't over trading or overexposing to one specific currency. Stop loss is best to set, as I said, if you don't want to do what I do and waiting for a close, and you need to set a stop loss. If it's for a sale, scroll back a chart, find the last reasonable resistance and swing high before the daily 20 MA and set your protection above it. Profits short term opposite Bollinger Band. long term the bottom or the top of the daily Bollinger Band, and when there is a trend, you will get very good moves also on the long-term trading. They're less, they happen less, but when they happen, it's also more than enough. You can get few per month, and it could be also more than enough. Okay, okay, that's from my view. Now, if you have any questions, guys, let's go. Tanmoy, let's see, where is the question? Yes, I trade after candle close. I prefer to understand that we have some stop. Yes. Okay. Igor, what should they divergence at 4? Yes, we have a built-in indicator, MACD. The one I used for LST as well. It's looking for automatic divergences, daily and 1 hour in terms of current time frame divergence. Okay, it does automatic looking for that. Okay, let's see. No, not really, Marty, but of course the Skype group opens for any topic of my trading, for Triple B as well. You have any question, you have trades, shoot. I'm there anyway. Okay? With pleasure. Okay, Robert, let's say. Yes, Robert, but which ones? Can you please direct me a bit? Okay, okay. The one you have on settings on inside the inside the EA, right? Okay. Do you mind if I reply you this each of them on Skype? Do you have my Skype? Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, I just don't want to go over things that could just confuse. Okay. All right. Next question. What do you mean, Alberto? I'm not sure. Even if you come now, if you get the signals from 3 days ago, if your chart is open, then yes, of course. Okay. Jency. Yes. Look, guys. I also said it on the site and in the PDF. Triple B idea. I didn't create anything crazy here, anything new. Okay. All I took is a simple idea and put it all together. If you can trade it manually by checking all the charts on 1 hour and daily, you don't need Triple B. All Triple B does is simply making the job for you, plus giving you the filters of divergence. If you can do that alone, you don't need Triple B. Of course, it's not mandatory or anything like that. Okay, not forcing anyone. It's just very easy. Same it was for me. The idea to create it, put it all together. Personally, I tried this time frame, this template. Sorry, that's my favorite template. That's all I analyze in. Okay, but when I get signal and I do my main analysis here, I go back, put it all together. Let's make my decision. That's all. Okay, so Jancy, it's not it's not an obligation or anything like that. If you can do that alone, please. I just wanted to share this strategy. Okay, so that's the idea. Bollinger Bands, both time frames. You know the rules, extra rules as well. That's all. Okay. Okay. Chuck, what do you mean? On the short term, on long term, yes, it's very easy because it gives you long term, which is the daily top or bottom Bollinger Band. So yeah, on long term it's very easy. It's long term Bollinger Bands. Okay. Any more questions, friends? Any other question you have about Triple B? Anything like that? Now, one more thing. Some time ago, I had the LST. You remember that? Was full based on divergence. Honestly, personally, I thought it would be the best. because divergence trading, my style, my closest style, it was really cool from my point of view. In reality, many found it complicated, and I don't blame you, because with divergence, it's probably not as simple as I want to believe it is, or anyone else. So my idea with Triple B was actually to make things much more simple and answer the simple request of trend trading. Okay? I know most have difficulties with understanding going against a trend, and that's more than okay. We all are different. We have different understanding. So the idea of Triple B is to keep it very, very, very simple. And as I said at the very beginning, it's, from my point of view, Bollinger Band is the best one to go with a trend. I know many uses moving average or Fibonacci or whatever it is. As the one that comes from ranges and cycles, this is my style. I think Bollinger is the one. I might be wrong, but again, this is my personal view. Okay. Tim asking, it calculates from the moment it got out, from the Bollinger Bands till the potential profit. So right from there, it calculates the risk reward. Once you get a weight of the Bollinger Bands and you're in a buy zone, that's your the maximum potential reward, right, until the opposite bend. So that's what it does. Okay. Now again, guys, as I promised, as I said, I will work to develop it for much easier. I have few ideas actually how to put it all together. To make it much easier, the main plan right now is to put it also to the MT4 on the phone. Okay, fix this annoying bug that suddenly happens right here, as I showed before, and put the other time frames as well, other time frames combination. Right now it's daily and 1 hour. I want to go also for weekly and 4 hour, for example. So, okay, let's move on. Another question. Doug, if the trade closes out when it hits the upper, can you get the most? Well, you never can get from a move, a wave, most of it, because you know the most of it only when it happens, right? So you can come today and see what happened yesterday, and how can I catch all this? It's impossible in reality, at least not that I know how to do that, or traders I work with. So the idea is, on short term, you see that's the advantage right now. Take a look on the dollar franc or other pairs. You could enjoy from several moves here inside. Well, if you would hit one trade, you will probably still holding and waiting, right? I don't say it's better or not. I say just, for me, it's a bit easier. So, can you get most of it? No, but that's not the idea. You just should take enough what the market offers. And from my point of view, this small zone, this is what you should get on this very time frame. Okay, that's anyway the way I tested it. Maybe other tests could give different result, but that's the way I tested it. Tommy, any rule of calculation lot size? I just stick to same lot size, but percent very easy. Take when you get out of the box, calculate it to out of the daily 20 MA, which is the entire size, plus last swing low or high you want to protect. Okay, and that should be your percents. I do fixed, so I don't really know how to do other things. No, I don't have any live example right now, buy or sell. Otherwise, I would I would show it. I had few hours ago euro dollar. Where was it? There was one more somewhere. It was gold. Gold, but yeah, the conditions were bad. So, okay. But again, you know what? The moves today, those of you who follow the charts, are ranging a bit, so a bit tricky. We need to get out of some move first of all, some range first of all. Okay. Yes, of course, Jan. Of course, if you have my Skype, just send me a message. I answer everything. I never ignore. So feel free. Herbert, actually, there's. Oh, if you find a connection between this and LSD and the ways, it just makes me happy. Just makes me very happy. This webinar is recorded. Okay, it will take me some time to upload everything because it's a pretty big file, but I will send you the link. Okay, we will put it together. It's now also going for a weekend, so it will take time to find my guys to do that. During the weekend, on the beginning of next week, I'll send you the recording. You can watch it as many times as you need, guys. So of course you will get it. Of course. My Skype is Vladimir.Ribakov. You will recognize me by my photo. Okay, there are several with the same name, but you will find me with my photo. Okay. All right, friends. So that's pretty much all about Triple B. Most important thing, pay attention to that. The bug, as I described, which will be fixed, and very, very important, double waves. This is the best trades I can take. It was very important to me to show how exactly it works. So pay attention to this, guys. There are more than enough signals. Okay, don't feel like if you don't have any specific day a signal, don't feel bad. Okay? Because the other day you might have 3 or 4. Okay, so it's very important. Another thing. I was asked about what's settings best for other pairs, right? Short-term profits are mainly for majors. Okay? Mainly for majors. Reason: small spread, smaller range. The other pairs, Euro Aussie, Euro CAD, Pound CAD, and so on, they work better with long term. That's what also the tests from the EA I ran showed. So if you trade like Euro Aussie or something like that, find the minimum risk and the biggest reward, because once you hit this trend and you join it, it could reach risk reward like 1-6 or 1-7 or more sometimes. Okay, so it's that's how pretty much it's best. Okay, but the idea remains the same for every pair. We get out of 1 hour chart range while we ride a trend on a daily time frame, and we got a signal. That's our idea. Okay, now putting double waves is impossible for EA or anything like that, or signaler, so you have to do it manually with your eyes, and trust me, you do that, you get the best calls. That's as simple as it sounds. Okay, that's all for now, friends. My Skype again is Vladimir.Ribakov. You will find me by my photo there, and thank you for being here. I hope it makes logic to you as well. It sounds correct. I hope you enjoy it and you will join the recording. And if you have any questions, seriously, I'm there. Okay, Skype me, email me, and just enjoy it. I really tried to keep it as simple as I can. That's the idea of Triple B. Despite of its complicated name, the idea of the strategy should remain very, very, very simple and logic. That's all. Okay. Thank you for being here, friends. I wish you a wonderful weekend. Bye for now.